to?
Hey everybody, Sam Kavaris in the Nimnik Sports Update powered by Budweiser. We're in Gainesville, kind of a special edition you could say, simply because we were here to cover the Florida-Auburn game that Florida played well in the second half and runs away from Auburn winning their third straight. It was really a strange game because Florida had won those two games on the road against Alabama and Arkansas, and the big win against Arkansas by 30 points behind 31 from Irving Walker seemed to really drag the team in the first half. They were awful in the first half. Turnovers, bad decisions, bad shots, no hustle, so much so that Billy Donovan told them at halftime that they were terrible, and in essence they were embarrassing themselves, the university, their families, and everybody who had worn the uniform before them. It seemed to be the perfect thing to say because they sure came out and played better in the second half. It's very obvious when Florida hits their threes, they're tough to beat because just about everybody can make them. But when they don't, they've got to play hard in order to stay in games. And Auburn did a good job in the first half, but Florida continues to win. They won't be back home here in Gainesville until March the 3rd against Kentucky. They've got road games against Georgia and Vanderbilt coming up, and then the SEC tournament. Question about Will Yeget's foot. It may be broken. If so, that's going to make it very difficult for the long haul for the Florida Gators. Maturity, I think, is the key there, and whether they can handle the highs and the lows that happen, particularly this time of year. Speaking of highs and lows, that'll all happen at Daytona this week. If you're going to go to one day of racing, go Thursday. It's the big day. It's the duels, 150 miles. They're just long enough. There's a lot of fun between the races, before the races, after the races. There's more qualifying. You'll really enjoy that. Friday is the truck race. Saturday is the nationwide race. And Sunday is the Great American Race, the Daytona 500. What is neat about it so far is that NASCAR has once again responded to the fans and to the drivers by figuring out how the restrictor plates can allow real racing, big pack racing, instead of that 2x2 stuff that they were doing before. Should be a fun week at Daytona, and we'll have full coverage of that as well. I'm Sam Kavaris. That's the Nimnik Sports Update, powered by Budweiser.